Well, this now this character in this film I loved even more. About this character, and it's not Dark Side. I thought it was perfect, man. I thought this was poet. I can't even say the word poetic.
Okay.
Man, it was like just a beautiful symphony orchestra. I cannot talk today, but it has to do with that's the wrong picture.
I was about to say him again.
No. It's this cat right here.
Yes,
Bruh.
yes. Yes.
I absolutely
Shout
love
out
this.
Ray Fisher.
Man.
My man was robbed.
Man.
Robbed.
Like crazy.
Yes.
This was besides another part we'll talk about later, was some of the best in the movie.
Yes.
I mean, agreed. I have watched his scenes, his little monologue with his dad, and shout out to, I should have brought a picture up. Shout out to Joe Morton.
Joe Morton.
I mean, this dude here, he's Silas Stone. That's his father. I don't have a picture ready to bring up. I should have been more prepared, but I loved him and his relationship with Cyborg, and it's the way they're told that. Well, you're not stuck in here, son. I mean, you still have a life to live, and you felt all the emotion, and I understand how angry he is. Like it makes sense. Like, Dad, get the hell out of here, man. You don't want to have nothing to do with me. All I wanted you to do is just come to a football game, man. I didn't want the PS5. I didn't want this. Just come to my game. And and the thing is this is where Zack Snyder used that slow-mo the best. Yes. I ain't never cared about a football game more than I did in this scene right here with the snow coming down and the jumping over and the hurdles, and then just seeing what is this? Not Cyborg, not Ray Fisher. What's his name? What is this? Yeah, Victor. Seeing Victor dive into the end zone and just so happy, and then seeing his mom like, oh, and then the camera pans down and the seat is empty and showing his team surrounding him. They all hype about it. He just like, I felt all that, man. And then the music in the background, I'm gonna watch that scene as soon as we're done recording this. I loved it so much, but I don't know how did you feel about it, man?
Okay, so for that specific scene, I did not think it needed to be in slow motion. I think that's a scene where it probably would have benefited with a mixture of slow motion. I didn't need the whole thing. So like if you're doing the action shots in a football game, you can do the fast running, and then the second you're about to juke somebody, you spin them, okay, boom, slow motion. Right. Then you go fast again. Then you know, oh, he's going for the touchdown. He's running, slow motion as he's diving. Then you fast forward. Those are the type of moments that I think, but the whole thing, slow mo. I'm like, the whole thing, the whole flashback.
It wasn't the whole thing.
Yes, it was. It was. Go back and watch it.
Oh, I will.
It was at least 85% of the entire flashback. That's why I was like, come on, man. But regardless of that, throw that nitpick out. The whole everything with Cyborg was phenomenal. Dare I say, that was probably the best display of human relational emotions that Zack Snyder has put on a film. Because I was sitting there, I was like, man, I feel that parental relationship. Yeah. I feel that. I felt where he was coming from against his dad. I felt where his dad was coming from. I felt where the mama was coming from. Yeah. I felt all of that.
Me too, man.
And I was sitting there, I was like, my goodness, if I was Ray Fisher, I'd be pissed because people was out here clowning me like I wasn't doing nothing. Right. And the whole time, I'm the heart of the team, as Zack Snyder would say in his interviews. Cyborg is the heart of the team, and I love the fact that they actually took the time to show why he's so valuable. We got backstories for Flash. We got backstories for Aquaman. That just showed us why they were heroes. Yeah, they're selfless. Yeah, they'll help people in need. But Cyborg, yeah, he'll help people in need, like the person he hacked their system and gave them money and helped the people even before his powers and stuff. Yeah, he's a good dude, but like, man, my man can talk to computers. Yeah. He could do literally whatever he wants. Yeah. He could be the most powerful person, you know what I'm saying, on this planet if he just goes rogue or something. So that to me, the fact that they went to that extra level to show his value on top of his character, definitely was like a highlight for the
movie.
Every time he came on, I was like, good.
I loved it, man. Like, I'm gonna do a lot more research on Ray Fisher, man, because this brother got some talent. He got some range. And real quick, when you was talking about, you know, how he can hack into everything, the way that exposition dump right there was perfect. You know, usually I don't like exposition dumps when they're just so blatantly obvious that they're trying to explain something to the audience. Give you an example in this movie was, I forgot what department of the government or what agency it was that came down to Star Labs and started talking to Joe Morton, and he was like, "What do you do?" He was like, "Oh, we're Star Labs. We do this, we do that. Let me come and show you Superman's ship." That explained those scene right there. That wasn't the best. I was like, "Oh my God, y'all could have ironed this out a little bit better." However, when Joe Morton was like explaining his powers and abilities and was like, "Okay, you're not stuck in here. You still have a life to live. If you don't want to if you can't stand looking at me, you know, at least listen to me." And he put the recording down. And then that was just like the perfect way to explain everything. Victor, as far as everything goes, you know, your strength is just the tip of the iceberg, the tip of the tip. And then they show him go outside, and like I'm assuming, you know, it wasn't like there wasn't a linear point of time right there. And I don't care. It still worked. You know, of him just like learning how his flight suit worked, and then it goes back in, and it's showing the projection from his thing, talking about, as far as ones and zeros, you are the ultimate master. No firewall can detect you. No encryption can stop you. And then when it zoomed in his eyes and it went to that desert and like it showed the nuclear missiles, I was just like, oh my God,
that's some really
amazing.
That was some good work. I mean, it's kind of sad because I felt like all of that should have been in the Cyborg movie that they were going to do. You know, it's kind of sad because the whole relationship with Ray Fisher and not WB, but Walter Hamada specifically, he will never work with them again, and that's why they cut him out of the upcoming Flash movie. So there goes Ray Fisher and Justice League stuff. But yeah, I mean, all of that stuff was just phenomenal. But I gotta ask you, because this was something I had to
go ahead.
Watch this movie twice.
Okay.
And I cannot explain this.
Okay.
When did Cyborg get the time stone and reverse time to put that tape recorder back together?
Yeah.
Bro, I understand my man can read any computer. I understand he can fix anything. I totally get that. How do you fix a tape recorder that's not, was that even a digital one? I don't think it was digital.
No, I don't even think it was digital.
I think it was like an analog tape in there.
Yeah.
That's like saying like, yo, here's a cassette tape. I break the cassette tape, but I just suck it back together. How do you put the film back together?
I don't know.
Like, at first I was like, okay, maybe it's magnets. Okay, maybe he could do magnets, but you ain't Magneto either.
Only way I can explain it is because it is alien technology. And
that's a leap, man.
I don't know. It's a fair.
It looked like my man had the time stone. When Doctor Strange was eating the apple, then he reversed it. That's what it looked like. I was like, y'all just gonna throw that out? Because if that's the case, you couldn't reverse other things. Like, I'm sorry. To me, that scene right there, again, it doesn't ruin the movie, but I was just kind of like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
Like, somebody needs to explain this.
I got you.
You know.
Yeah, that's a fair criticism. I liked everything else with the extra arms coming.
Yeah.
In his bag and, you know, stuff like that. I liked how he stepped up to save his dad when they was going to go rescue the hostages and things.
Yes.
One